Home athletes, Wednesday workout. We are doing 8 rounds today, 8 rounds of 40 double unders, 30 air squats, and 20 reverse lunges. This is what we call a high interference workout. There's a lot of lower body push going on, right? We're going to be using those legs a whole lot because we have both air squats and lunges in today's workout. Even our jumping as well, very leg oriented, so lower half is going to get fatigued, so be warned. I bring this up along with the concept of pacing. Probably a good idea to control the time, your pace on the first couple rounds in order to be consistent across all 8 rounds. Right, these longer workouts like this, multiple round workouts, we don't want to go flying out of the gate, fly through those first couple rounds, then get slower. We actually want to control our pace on our first couple rounds in order to stay consistent. Our slowest round and our fastest round in workouts like this really shouldn't be ideally more than a few seconds, maybe 10 seconds difference. So we're looking for consistency all the way across. Let's start with those double unders. So if you have a jump rope and you can do double unders, 40 reps right there. Should take maybe 30 seconds or so. If you can't do double unders yet, go ahead and do 60 single unders with your jump rope. If you don't have a jump rope, can't jump rope, we have our usual options. We can just go line hops on the floor. We can go 40 line hops across our line. Or if you have a dumbbell or something like a dumbbell handy, we can go across and back. 20 reps for this one, right? We're going across and back. Would be 1 rep. We'll do 20 of those. Either way, we're doing some jumping. Then, of course, yes, those 30 air squats. This will be, there's a lot of these throughout the course of the workout. So set yourself up for success by, like I mentioned earlier, about kind of pacing these out. I'll show you a little trick here. So first off, range of motion on our air squats. Want to make sure the hips and knees are fully straight at the top, right? You're standing up nice and tall. And then we're getting the hip crease below the top of the knee at the bottom for that full, like basically as low as you can get. Crease of the hip below the top of the knee at the bottom. And then today with a weighting workout with a lot of air squats, I'll give you a little tip. Throw just a little tiny pause in at the top of the movement. So rather than just kind of, pistoning out a whole bunch like this and burning those legs out, let's get that hip at the bottom and then a little pause. At that bottom, pause. Bottom, pause. Just that little pause at the top is going to help you keep moving forward for these sets of 30 across the 8 rounds. Little pause at the top. It also has the added benefit of making sure you're meeting the range of motion standards. At the top hips and knees are fully open. Then we're going into reverse lunges. Like I said, a lot of lower body today. Reverse lunges, you're doing a total of 20, 10 per side. Let's go ahead and switch legs every rep. So just staying in one spot, step it back, tap that back knee to the floor, and use that front leg to drive yourself back up. The leg that's in the front should be your working leg ideally. Step it back, tap the knee, drive it up. This front foot, this front leg, drive that front heel down in particular, so we're using the whole leg to drive up. Stand all the way up tall, switch legs, tap, and stand. And just like the squats, we stand up nice and tall at the top of every rep. We're not bent over at the hips. We're staying nice and vertical through the torso. So, 8 rounds for time. And then your core finisher today is a alternating Tabata. So it's just one Tabata, 4 minutes, right? It's 8 rounds of 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. We're going to alternate back and forth between flutter kicks and reverse sit-ups. So we're really going to we're going to hit the whole abdominal cavity, but kind of more focusing, I'd say, on the lower abs today with these 2 particular movements. Pardon my camera work. Coming back, now you can see me. So flutter kicks. Both these things are on the floor. We're sitting down. Flutter kicks, hands underneath your backside. Legs are straight, toes are pointed, and we're just fluttering up and down. You can let your head rest down. That's fine. It is a little bit helpful to kind of find that hollow position, kind of pull your rib cage down towards your hips to kind of engage all the abs right here. While you're doing these, 20 seconds. Then your reverse sit-ups, similar position. What we're doing with these, for this one, head on the floor. We're going legs up and then booty up in the air. So the legs come up, close the hips, and then lift up in the air. And between, like I said, these 2 movements, Keep the full abdominals, set of abdominals engaged. Probably a little more focus on the lower abs today. We all need it after Christmas, right? And then just one Tabata, alternating back and forth between those two movements. There you go. That's all I have for you today. Have a wonderful day. Talk to you again tomorrow.